Last weekend, more than 3,000 marchers stepped out for the Connecticut Veterans Parade, the largest in all of New England and one of the biggest in the country. The colorful parade honors the dedication and sacrifices of our servicemen and women, and it's a way for all of us to express our thanks. Joining me now are Linda Schwartz, Commissioner of the Connecticut Department of Veterans Affairs, and Laura Saul, the Connecticut Veterans Parade Communications Director. It's great to have you both with us.
Great to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How large of a group are we talking about when we talk about our Connecticut veterans?
We have over 277,000 veterans living in the state of Connecticut today. We're one of the larger populations, but one of the smaller states. So
and we have programs in place to help our veterans.
Yes, we do. We are very cognizant of trying to have programs such as our military support program, which offers free counseling to all of our veterans who are either pre or during after deployment and their families. So it's and also we have one of the best stand-downs in the whole United States. We had more people. We had about 1,200 needy and homeless veterans come to Rocky Hill for help and finding home and services. So we do, outreach is one of the biggest things that we do, and we're very good at it.
And we were great at expressing our thanks over the weekend. Laura, how many people you think were out there for the parade?
Well, we know that we had close to 3,000 marchers, even after this long, hard week. And we had close to 15,000 spectators, which again, considering what we all went through, was a great thing. The weather was great. It was a spectacular day.
And we had some really special people heading up this parade.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about some of them. And that's our first one is our Grand Marshal, and that's Corporal Rico Pace.
Rico Pace, who is a World War II veteran, and he was at Omaha Beach on D-Day. He's 89 years old. He marched the entire parade, and he didn't get his power back till that night. He is a wonderful person, and he really represented a lot of our World War II veterans that day.
Commissioner Schwartz, were you out there as well?
I was. I have had the honor to be with Governor as we were walking, and I have to tell you that it did raise a lot of spirits because people were shouting out, "We've lost our power, but we wanted to be here."
Oh.
And so it was kind of a little relief for folks, but it was a grand day. Many units, many fine bands, and a lot of goodwill all over Hartford, Connecticut.
Let's talk more about our 4 honorary Grand Marshals now. We had Sergeant Jimmy Griffin of Waterbury.
And during the Vietnam War, he worked in the hostile fire zone in Korea training soldiers.
And we also have Lieutenant Colonel Harold Rochette
from Meriden, who was in the Air Force for 38 years, starting in World War II, flew over 30 missions. I'll tell you, very dapper guy. That's a picture of him today.
We also have Rear Admiral Sandra Stotz.
Well, we're very proud of the Admiral because she is the first woman to be the superintendent of one of our service academies, and she is a very fine lady. She brought a lot of wonderful floats from the Coast Guard, but she really is a good representation of the finest qualities of military women.
And our last one is Captain William Warner of Glastonbury,
who previously was in the Army, currently in the National Guard, is active, and served 2 tours in Afghanistan.
Very good. Thank you both for sharing all these stories with us and for reminding us that we need to say our thanks to our veterans.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome.